edition of Cooking in the Kitchen with Renee. And I am so thankful because I am able to come to you today and spend a fabulous Thanksgiving morning with you guys. I know all of you guys are in your kitchen preparing those lovely meals, and that's exactly what I am doing in my kitchen. I am prepping my meals so I can get my Thanksgiving dinner going. And I love Thanksgiving because it's a time where we can bring all our family members together, our friends together, we can fellowship together and just be thankful to see another Thanksgiving day. And we also can watch the Thanksgiving parade. I don't know if that's one of your favorite traditions, but in my house, while I am cooking, I am checking out the Macy's Thanksgiving parade. It should be coming on in about an hour. So I'm in here trying to prep, get all my stuff going so I can sit down and enjoy that fabulous parade. So I'm also thankful because some of the things that I will be preparing for my Thanksgiving dinner is coming from my garden. Yep, coming from my garden that I grew myself. And this is some of the stuff I want to show you, what I grew in my garden that I will be adding to my Thanksgiving dinner. Do you guys want to see? I know I'm so happy to show you guys because you guys were the one that kept me inspired and kept telling me, don't give up, Renee, you can do it. And the first item is those sweet potatoes. Remember when I grew them sweet potatoes and I had all them grubs in that first pot? And I was like, what is going on here? But then I went into my second pot and I was able to grow some sweet potatoes that I can have to feed my family on this Thanksgiving Day. So here they are. I wrapped them up in newspaper, but I took some of these out. These are some of them right here. I got this batch, and then I have these that I'm going to unwrap here out of this newspaper because I always put mine in a newspaper and I put them in a dark place because then it gives it an opportunity for all the sugars and stuff to come out of your sweet potatoes and make them so delicious. So these are some of the sweet potatoes that I will be preparing for my family and friends for our Thanksgiving dinner. And your girl loves a good sweet potato. Oh yes, oh yes. And then I have some bell peppers that I grew in my garden that is gonna go into my pot when I make my cabbage. Now you guys, if you've been following me, you know I have cabbage and stuff growing outside in my garden, but they're not quite ready yet. But trust and believe, like I said in the other video, I will be taking some of those cabbage leaves and I will be incorporating them into my pot with the cabbage that I had to purchase at the store. One day, that's on my list, that I'm going to be able to grow a cabbage and I'm going to use that cabbage either in my Thanksgiving meal or my Christmas meal or just an everyday meal. That day is a-coming. I know it is because every year I get closer and closer to getting a cabbage to head up and make me a cabbage. So this year I will be using a store-bought cabbage, but hopefully the ones that I have out in my garden, maybe by next month, I may be able to maybe harvest one of those and use that in my Christmas dinner. Pray for me, guys. Fingers crossed that cabbage will head up. I don't care if it's a little baby cabbage. I don't care if it's a medium-sized cabbage. Miss Renee just wants a cabbage. So I'm going to have that on my hope list that I'll get one for Christmas. But I'm also going to prepare today. I'm going to be doing sweet potatoes and I'm going to be preparing cabbage. So let me show you exactly what I put in my pot when I'm about to season up my cabbage. You guys want to see that? Come on. Let me take you over to the stove and show you that process. So in my pot, I just have some black pepper And I have some of this bell pepper seasoning that I made out of my bell peppers and this Cubanelle peppers. Look at that. Look at that seasoning. That looks amazing. And even when I take the top off, woo, that bell pepper seasoning is no joke. So I put about a 1 tablespoon in there. I'll add more as my cabbage and stuff get together. But I'm also going to put in these turkey butts. Yeah, baby, these smoked turkey butts. Yep, they going into this pot, and they are going to give it that smoky richness flavor that I just love. Ain't nothing like, if you don't want to do the smoked turkey butts, you can do smoked turkey legs. They have those. They can do smoked drumsticks. They have those in the store. Or if you want to go old school like my mama used to do, she had the ham hocks, and she had those it's almost like, I don't know what that, it was like it looked like a big fat back. That's what it was. She used to throw that fat back in there. Woo! And child, she used to make whatever she threw that fat back in there. She made that meal sing, sing, sing from your mouth all the way to your toes. It was so good. But times have changed, so I am more on a smoked turkey wagon. I like to put either, like I said, smoked drumsticks, smoked wings, smoked turkey butts is my favorite. So we're just going to add those into this pot. We're going to just bring that into a boil and let all that smoky flavor get infused with all this wonderful liquid in here. And we're just going to stir this up. And I usually don't put any salt in here because the smoked turkey has the salt all in it. And I'm trying to not use too much salt. So we're just going to blend that in there. And I'm going to cut up some onions and put those in there. And we're just going to let this thing come to a boil. And we're going to just let it do what it do. So I'm going to go back over to my sweet potatoes. And I'm going to cut them up, clean them up. Then this pot that I have over here, let me show you. This pot that I have right here, this is what I'm going to use for my sweet potatoes. So let's get these sweet potatoes rolling. All right, guys, let me get on over to the chopping block and let's get the peeling and the chopping. There's one other ingredient I need to add to this this liquid for my cabbage is my bell peppers that I grew out of the garden. So I love bell peppers. So I have the mix. I have the orange, yellow, and the green. So I like a lot of bell peppers. So I'm going to incorporate that as well. And then I'm just going to stir that up in there. Look at that. Smells good already. And that homemade bell pepper seasoning, whoo, got this kitchen lit already. And it's not even started to boil yet. That's what I'm saying. It is so good to make your own seasonings. If you have some bell peppers and you have a dehydrator, this is the way to go. And if you don't have a dehydrator and you want to make your own seasoning, you can put these bell peppers on a tray in your oven on the lowest temp that you have, and that'll work just fine. Or if you do like my mama used to do, she used to cut those bell peppers up, put them on a tray, or put them on an old screen that she had, window screen or door screen, put a little bit of netting over that so the birds and the pests couldn't get to it, and she would dry her bell peppers and her raisins and all kinds of stuff that way. Telling you, there's always a way to accomplish what you want to get done. So let's get back and get our sweet potatoes going. Guys, so here are my sweet potatoes. I peeled them, washed them up really good. So now we are just going to take them and we are just going to slice them up. You need a sharp knife to slice them up. If they're too chunky, just cut them in half. And then I have my pot over here, and I'm just going to drop them down here in this water. And we're just going to cut them up some more. feel so good knowing that you grew these sweet potatoes all by yourself. I love it. Now that I know that I can grow things in my garden to provide some food for my family and to save me some money in that grocery store, you know your girl is all about it. So I'm going to finish cutting up the rest of these, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what kind of seasonings I put in my sweet potatoes. You guys, as you can see, I have my sweet potatoes in my pot, and I have some water in there, and I usually put like 2 cups or 1.5 cups of sugar, because I don't like my sweet potatoes to be too sweet. I like them to have that sweetness to them, but not like sugary sweet. And what I also put in mine is I add some nutmeg, and it all depends on the person, you know, how much nutmeg you like. I love the flavor of nutmeg, so I put a lot of nutmeg in mine. And this is just a tip for you guys. Do you know you have light cinnamon and you also have dark cinnamon? I don't know if you guys can see it. This one's light and this one's dark. My mother always said that if you want your sweet potatoes to have a light looking sweet potato, use the light cinnamon. But if you like your sweet potatoes to have that darker color, then use dark cinnamon. Me, I don't care what color my sweet potatoes are, as long as they taste good. That's what I say. So it's whatever cinnamon I have on hand is the cinnamon that I put on my sweet potatoes. And I like my sweet potatoes to have a lot of a cinnamon flavor, so I'm very heavy-handed on applying the cinnamon and the nutmeg. So you just do that. Some people add butter into their sweet potatoes. I don't do that, because I think once you get all the components in there, the sweet potatoes, the nutmeg, the sugar, and the cinnamon, once they cook down, they take on a real creamy texture, and they have all those wonderful flavorings of your seasoning. And when you eat it, it's like butter. It just slides down your throat with all that goodness going to your tummy, baby. So this is how Miss Renee makes her sweet potatoes. And I'm working on my cabbage over here. As you can see, it hasn't started bubbling yet or boiling yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this up to boil, and then I'll come back. We'll add the cabbage, and then I will take it from there. All right, you guys. See you in a little bit. Alright, so this is my cabbage. I added some more bell pepper seasoning, some carrots, and some salt and a little bit of pepper. And I put a little bit of salt, but this is what my cabbage is looking like. Look at all nice and beautiful. Can you guys see that? See if I can get you closer, so you'll be able to see up close and personal of what it looks like. Doesn't that look gorgeous? Look at all these carrots. I love to have carrots in my cabbage. And then I have my sweet potatoes over here. They're cooking and looking good. You guys can see what those look like. Those are doing amazing. So this is what Miss Renee has been cooking in the kitchen with you. And I want to say to each and every one of you guys, just want to say happy Thanksgiving to you guys. And I'm so thankful for each and every one of you, because you guys have embraced me. You've brought me into your family, and you showed me so much kindness. So from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. And I want you guys to go and have the best Thanksgiving ever. Eat a lot of food, eat a lot of dessert, sit back, play games, listen to music, dance a little, whatever you want. But always remember to be thankful for what you have today and always. All right, guys, Have a wonderful day. Have a blessed day. And Miss Renee's got to get back and get to finish this meal up before my family be saying, Mom, where's all the food at? So, well, I'm going to say that real quick because I can hear my pots over there. See my pots? They're over there bubbling, telling me, come on over there, girl. You got to finish it up so we can get to eating and have us a fantastic Thanksgiving. And don't forget, you guys, to watch the Macy's Day Parade. Mine should be coming on any minute now. So I love watching that parade. All right, guys, I love you all. And have a fantastic Thanksgiving. Bye, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.